Welcome to another episode of Eat, Smoke, Drink. Today I am filming well, actually all of them are always special, most of them are special, but this is extra special. I am actually filming an extra rare bottle of Macallan 25. Not your average Macallan 25, fine oak, whatever wood crap that you get out there. Hey, it's not bad, but this is the anniversary edition, estimated to be released about 20 years ago, around 2000. So it's not a vintage, minimum 25 years, single malt of course, and so actually there's not that much information about this particular bottling, I'll be completely honest. I don't have that much information about it, but all I know is that it was released about 2000s, obviously deeply sherried, and yeah, it's an exciting one to try, extremely rare, extremely hard to find. And I just want to thank Michael for your donation to the cause. But yeah, so anniversary malt, if you could tell me anything about it, I would appreciate that. But apart from that, 25-year-old anniversary Macallan release about 20 years ago. Let's get nosing. So as you can see, I'm using the butt plug glass. The butt plug glass lets me nose it a little bit better. It's not my go-to, but it is my go-to for nosing very rare and premium whiskey. So let's get in there. Oh, brown sugar syrup. Straight away, I've got that quintessential fruit cake, that sherry cask influence. Oloroso, I'm thinking maybe not PX, but Oloroso. Oh, absolutely divine, absolutely divine. Sickly sweet brown sugar syrup, burnt butter. I can get that oxidative nature of that sherry cask. A little bit of a fungal note to that. I'm getting fruitcake spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, raisins, like raisin juice. Oh, absolutely delicious, phenomenal. A slight herbaceousness to it as well. I'm thinking herbaceousness, I'm thinking a bit of licorice, a bit of aniseed, definitely aniseed. A slightly leathery note to that. A slight floral hint, I can't tell, like a jasmine flower, very complex on the nose, very viscous, very syrupy. It's only 43%, but with a good old-fashioned whiskey. So this was 25 years old, 20 years ago. So this is a distillate from 40-something years ago. Is my math right? Yes, 40-something years ago. So the way they did it back then is very different to the way they do it today. And this really just shows. Absolutely stunning. I'm getting a hint of blue cheese in there, and I think that's the fungal nature, the oxidative nature of the Oloroso casks as well. A slight wet soil, wet gravel smell. Phenomenal on the nose. Phenomenal. Phenomenal on the nose. Absolutely phenomenal. Alright, let's get tasting. Quite a heavily tanned whiskey. Quite a heavily tanned. I can get that sherry straight away. The sherry is, you can't mistake it. You can't mistake it. In some ways it's classic Macallan, but in some ways it is unusual Macallan. Unusual Macallan is in the earthiness, the fungal nature, definitely is much more pronounced than your usual Macallan. That's your usual expression of Macallans that you get nowadays. So very deep treacle, golden syrup, treacle, burnt butter, molasses. That's what I'm getting out of that. It's absolutely phenomenal. The finish for a 43%, the finish is, it is definitely quite present. Sign of a great whiskey, great era, is the progression within itself. It progresses as you sip it, and that second sip so far, and it's already building on itself. I'm getting that herbal note to it as well. Aniseed, licorice, a bit of rosemary, a bit of like a green herb. I can't put my finger on it. A green herb that I get out of that. But it's sweet, yet not too sweet. A little bit of a savory note to it. A little bit of leather, old wet leather. And there's a dusty, musky kind of back of the nose that I'm getting from that particular dram. Absolutely phenomenal. Very different to your modern expressions of Macallan. I mean, modern expressions of Macallan is just so kind of plain, and it's just designed for maximum palatability. This is pretty palatable. I mean, this is a real good sipper, but it's just so unusual. It's kind of funky. It's quite funky. It's quite dirty and earthy, but also sweet and a bit of mushroomy, a bit of shiitake mushroom. Do you know when you soak dried shiitake mushroom in a bowl and you've got that juice that comes out of it? It's got a little bit of that kind of earthy umami tannin. That's phenomenal. When you first taste it, you've got a sharp sweetness, and then it subsides and it becomes that oxidative dryness. And then it's just aftertaste is like a molasses treacle that just lingers for ages and ages. Fantastic. Fantastic dram. Now this is a testament to, I mean, a bottle like this is not going to be all 25-year-old. It's minimum 25 because it's no vintage. It's not a single barrel. That means that there's going to be older whiskey in here as well, and I think they've done well with blending and balancing the spirit because they've given. I mean, there's got to be older whiskey in this. I'm almost certain of it because there's that tertiary flavor, earthiness that comes only with super old whiskey. But it's got a vibrance that comes with more youthful whiskey, and so that could be the 25 minimum. That vibrance and spirit, that intensity of flavor. But look, I mean, do I suggest you buying one? Well, shit, if your checkbook can cash it, why not? Right now they're auctioning at about £4,000 thereabout. So that is a lot of money for a spirit, but it is absolutely phenomenal. And once again, I want to thank Michael for the opportunity. I'm about to have one right now with him. And cigar pairings, I'll be completely honest, I don't think you should pair it with any cigars. I think just have it as is, one dram and move on. And have one dram and move on again for each session. I think cigars would absolutely demolish this whiskey. It's too novelty to have a cigar with. Until next time, make sure you eat, smoke, drink. Thank you. And that is advice from a doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I might as well be. Cheers.